to unpack here. A lot of changes. A lot of changes. Some I'm okay with, some I'm not. But it's still intriguing. Not that I was okay with it because I didn't like it, it is that I prefer the way they did in the games. But let's start off with the beginning, the fight with Pascal. I already said enough about Pascal. They are a strong and powerful robot. You can't stop them. If they really wanted to, they could just wipe out a lot of stuff. Very strong and dangerous machine life form. Just completely total chaos, man. Like, dang. Especially after they defeated that Goliath, man. No one can say this dude can't fight. This dude is one of those guys who prefer peace because their past is just full of so much chaos and destruction that they decided to turn a new leaf and they're all about peace and being, an easygoing person, a pacifist. But then when their push comes to shove, they show you what they used to be. It's not going to be pretty. I always like those kind of characters. Nice to see them every now and then. It's hard to execute them for you to really, really like them. But I think they did Pascal's character very well in the story here. But things have changed. Now, what I wanted to say from last video was this. Is that what will happen to the children? If you play the games, after Pascal beats the robot, they're at the machine factory, by the way, in the game. And everything's quiet. They went inside a machine factory and they see all the robot children had committed suicide. And then they changed that here. They really changed that. Instead of having, even though there's robot children, they changed it in the anime. And I think that was on purpose because I guess they didn't want to show suicide because suicide rates have been going up extremely high. Because what happened is that Pascal taught them about fear for their lives. So they didn't tell them what to do after they get that fear. Don't just run away or corner. You gotta find something to keep on hope. So in the game, all the children stabbed themselves with weapons and they died. And Pascal was mortified, where he asks A2 for a request. Whether you kill him physically, you can wipe away his memory, so you'll forget all that happened, or everyone's favorite option, you can just walk away. That's my personal one. You just kill him, fine, that's it, but the machine network can always just revive him if they wanted to. Or if you wipe away his memory, he might just end up repeating the same thing again. And if you do find him again at the pacifist village, you'll see him selling stuff. But the stuff is he's selling are the children's parts. He doesn't realize it because his memory's gone. So he doesn't even care that to him it's just junk. So that's kind of messed up. The best way to do this, for me, was to walk away. He'll say, you're cruel, A2, but this is for the best. This is life. Terrible things happen in life, and you should not forget it. It sucks. It's terrible. It hates to live with it, but nah, man, you gotta live with that shit. You will learn from this mistake, and what actions you take next will decide whether you become a better or worse person. And I believe if you walk away, Pascal will use it to learn more about what he did. He'll be more, because that's what humans do. We fail, and sometimes we fail big time, where it affects a lot of people. And we have a chance, we should make things right. Not just erase my memory. I don't want to remember this. It's not a good route to go, in my opinion. Shouldn't do that. Now, in this one, it's different. One of the children's treasures broke. And it had the logic virus with it. Of course it did. And it freaked out and it was afraid that it would die because the treasure was gone. So it was in panic mode. So it ate the other children. So you're telling me the other kids just stood there and he watched it? Look, it only has one mouth. All it has to do is just sit. All it has to do is go in. But then again, you gotta remember that when you get the logic virus, you become incredibly powerful, like super strong, berserk, all your limiters are off and you're just going at it. Just going based off the red eye disease from Dragon Guard. And seeing that happen, I guess you can say that the children couldn't gang up on him because I guess they tried to pull him off. He could just push them back and destroy their legs. I guess I'm just trying to find an excuse how no one tried to jump this guy. That's all I'm trying to find out. Why? Why no one jumped this dude, man? But anyways, staying on that. So Pascal did kind of a Carol from Walking Dead, but instead of looking at the pretty flowers, he just hugged the robot and went a little boom boom, and that's how it ended. Pascal died. All that fighting for nothing, just for them all to die. And not just that, we got an ending for the Resistance too. Because I don't remember us getting an ending for the Resistance. If you just play the game, the Resistance are pretty much in an okay state. You don't go there after this route that much. Only really 9S does and stuff. So the logic virus, thanks to that robot, the logic virus spread to the Resistance, and everyone just get affected just by being in the area. And people say, "Is this crazy? How can a virus be that infectious that it just everyone gets to it?" Now, there are viruses in the past that were like that did get to people that fast, and they completely just caused them to go crazy or completely sick. But the logic virus is based off the red eye disease from Dragon Guard games, before Nier, another universe, you would say. And the red eye disease was, again, the god from that world wanting to destroy humanity. So they create this red eye disease, which is from the intoners. That's an entirely different topic that caused humanity to go in its own worst version of the plague. People went insane, like really insane. Not just killing each other, eating each other, wearing each other's skins, carrying human body parts around the place, running around naked. Just all kinds of messed up stuff they were doing. And I don't want to get into what messed up stuff they were doing with the red eye disease. And it seems like with each game of Yoko Taro, there's always to be some type of insane virus or disease that passes by that causes everyone to go insane and wanted to kill each other. Just like in the original Nier, pre-Nier, there was the white coronation syndrome, the one where the masa was everywhere, and who people got touched by the masa was just white stuff, kind of like salt in a way. And when you touch this, you would lose consciousness, and you will see a god. A god will come into your dreams unconsciously. Will ask you, will you join them or will you resist? If you join them, you become a monster that seeks nothing once again but destroy humanity. Then, if you say no, you turn to salt. That's the white colonization system. And now this one, post Nier, you got yourself this logic virus. So it seems like no matter what happens, there's always some sort of disease or virus that's out there that's just trying to destroy humanity, because those are the gods. The gods is the lingering of the gods themselves, wanting to destroy everything, no matter what happens. So, anyways, it's spreading. I just wanted to explain why this thing is so infectious and the importance of it. It's a giant callback all the way from the very first Dragon Guard game, even within the manga as well. That's the importance of this virus. It's been around since different universes, having different names and stuff. So that's just crazy how strong a virus is. They can travel through different universes. But anyways, they all died. Jackass, Lily, the entire resistance died. Everyone but Devil and Popla. Their job was to find survivors and help them. And something here was weird, because you play the game of Devil and Popla. If you know the Devil and Popla from the original Nier, which are callbacks to the two weapons from Dragon Guard, by the way, they were supposed to be mistreated. But in this episode, everyone was thanking them, saying, "Good job. We could have done this without you," and stuff. This was totally. I always wondered that, because they weren't being that mistreated in the entire anime. Like, something here is off. See, you have to understand pre Automata to understand Devil and Popla. In the original Devon Populus, there are tons of them as well, guarding over different sections of humanity after they defeated Legion and the White Colonization Syndrome finally disappeared. Their goal was to help humanity survive by having them reunite with their body parts, their replicant body and their souls, which were the gestalts, the shades, where they all reunite and humanity will be back to living again and their job will be done. However, thanks to the main character from the first Nier game, he destroyed the guy who was, the main source of it, the Shadow Lord, his own Gestalt. He killed in order to save his sister. And because of that, the project failed. Humanity had no more hope. The Gestalts slowly went crazy and the replicants shut down and could no longer recreate themselves because their Gestalts were finally destroyed. So humanity slowly starts to fade away because of the main character from the last game. Yes. Now, as usual, when it comes to a corporate organization, someone has to take the blame. Someone has to take the fall, whether it's your fault or not. You're in a position for responsibility, privileges, and also accountability, whether you could stop it or not. It's always in the corporation. They love pointing the blame. It's not my fault. Oh, no, it's not my fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. No one else can blame for this. So they had to take the fall. So what happened is that they destroyed all of the Devil and Poplar models around the world and only left two. And those two were programmed to have high sense of guilt and wanting to help the other androids despite what happens. They don't know why they have this high sense of guilt, but they do. And because of that, they are treated completely harshly by all the other androids, especially in the resistance camp. But for some reason, it was not like this here. It was more of appreciation. No one was a jerk. It's almost as if Lily, because Lily is leader of the resistance, for some reason, Deva and Popo are not being mistreated. It's like her being there except the other person is like, yeah, I'm going to make sure no one treats you like trash here. Right? It's like, dang, man. This is some third Hokage bullshit right here from Naruto, where the third Hokage knew who Naruto was, who the child was, and even though he had to keep it a secret who Naruto's father was, it had no right for him to have Naruto in those terrible living conditions and having everyone treat him like crap. It was messed up. Screw the third Hokage. But yeah, that's the thing I was curious about. Like, why do they do that? Make the Devil and Popo be treated better in this show? Like, that's not how it worked. So after that, we get to see 9S, where he's at the final subunit. And there he is, see a little jester. Things are different this time. It's not like the last time, the one we did in the game. This time it's in the sky, and he sees a gesture falls down, and it asks him, what is something that everyone experiences, but they don't get to witness? And finally slides to him like, correct, death. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. And then the thing finally falls on him, but he's seeing the memories of the last coding message of 2B, but also there's a machine core in her flight unit. They captured her flight unit. Like, the machine network, they're just torturing my boy, man. They're making sure every part, every waking moment of him is a living freaking nightmare, man. They're giving this boy no rest, no peace. Like, damn, boy. Someone save him. So he got the keys. He's couldn't handle what happened and he fell asleep. But he got all the passcodes, and now he can finally go to the tower. But he's not the only one. A2 is also going to the tower. She has nothing else to do. No resistance camp, no robot village. But she has found a stronger resolve. It's very interesting how the machine network did this to these two. How they led them on different paths. But remember, the machine network had decided to become God itself. That's what happened. Remember everything I was saying about the two life forms, the machines and the androids, how they perceive their religion differently. One made up a false god and said everything's okay and they will fight for it no matter what, while the other side decided to let's kill our god and we'll become our own god, become the masters of our own destiny and stuff. But they became way too cynical and started to mistreat everyone like toys and stuff. But that's what happened because right now the Machine Network, they're the gods right now, controlling everything, especially with the machines and the way they're guiding their path. 9S going through these subunits, going insane for each subunit, and then you have A2 who's finding a meaning in life that she never knew she could still feel, fighting alongside enemies and reuniting with old allies and stuff. And even though everything is gone, she seems like she has this newfound hope despite everything that has happened. She's like she's found the resolve, the strength, a reason to fight again. So she's going to the tower, and I's going into the tower, but for different reasons. So yeah, there's that. So really good setup, I have to say. Yoko Taro's wonderful writing, as usual. It's weird. It can contradict itself, but I love it so much. So anyways, that's what I got for this video. Excellent episode. It seems like the show is getting better and better each episode for doing different things. It's like the shit. I said this last episode, but no. One more thing. Yeah, one more thing. And that is this. Is the crown, the thorn crown. A lot of people talk about the Nier games, the Yoko Taro verse, like a thorny crown. Everything loops. Everything starts over again, but there's thorns within the crown. Meaning, yes, everything is destined to happen again, but however, there's always different things happening in each route. So yes, you're going to fade to meet the same destination, but on your way there, different things changes. Like you're on your way to school, just on your way to school, walk school there. You're on your way to school, you see a dog on the loose, you pet the dog, or the dog's chasing you, whatever could happen. Or you're on your way to school, you pet the dog, and then a car crash happened, you have to find another route all the way to school. But either way, you still get to school. That's pretty much what it's like for the Yoko verse. Things are destined to happen no matter what, but there will be different changes here and there for each timeline. Certain things changes. It's like that, but you can't change fate. Now I am done. Now I'm done. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course hit that bell icon. This is the Madcrownxox, all anime. Signing out.